Hi everyone, it's Marita Steva, one who catches lightning with the path of Ish. I'm getting on here. I've been wanting to do this video about security equaling scarcity. And I think I'm on. I think I am. So let's talk about that. Before we talk about, let's just take our 3 breaths together. In and out through the nose. 3 times, bringing our spirit, our body, and our mind into this time and this place. So, security, creating from a place where security equals scarcity. What does that mean? I've had a lot of discussions with students last week and this week. And what kind of came to me was this concept, which actually I found out has been studied in cognitive dissonance and things like that, of when we sometimes create our reality, our security blankets, these security blankets when it comes to home, family, relationships. And these security blankets can be walls that we put up, right? They can be all these different things. But these securities that we've created are based on our idea of scarcity. Let me give you an example. If I grow up, right, being told that I can never be anything that I want to be, that I have a certain rule, that I have to grow up, I have to, have children, and that my identity is based on that, then my security of being okay with people being okay with me would be based on that. Therefore, I will create on that scarcity mindset of, wow, actually there's different ways that I can show up in this world. And there's nothing good or bad with having children or not. But that's just an example. How do you create what you think is secure out of really a mindset of scarcity? There was a study. This gentleman did this TED Talk. It was quite amazing. And they did IQ tests on these farmers, sugarcane farmers, who usually have one harvest a year where they make 60% of their money. And they did this IQ test before the harvest when they were hungry, right? And after the harvest. And their IQ scored 14 points less before the harvest because they were in scarcity than after the harvest. And the reason is if you can get out of where's my next meal coming and where do I have to do that scarcity mindset, right? I have to be secure. I have to save money. Therefore, I can't have this. I can't do this. Sometimes we have to do that, right? We are not really allowed or given that time to be able to create and see from a greater potential, right? When they had the money, when they felt good about it, they were able to problem solve better. They were able to save better. They were able to make decisions that were more lasting than when they were just like, where's my sandwich coming from? And we all come from different walks of life, and we all have different challenges ahead of us, right? I'm not judging any of those. What I'm saying is, how do you do that in your spiritual life? Are you saying, I have to be dogmatic and have these rules in this certain way because this is the only thing that I'm allowing myself to explore or to believe? Because if that is a creative inner. My take on both traditional as well as contemporary shaman is that it is a deeply personal, creative inner process. Yes, Damien, I totally agree with you. That is really what it is. We are here to learn how to get from here to here and live in relationship to Mother Earth and have a path of radical self-love. And it is it is personal. And that's why I'm saying, I'm challenging people today. Yes, no dogma. Can we get away from that? Can we get away? I just got off I just did a one-on-one session where this person was not just stuck in dogma, but in fear of doing things wrong, right? If we are afraid of not having the answer, if we're afraid of doing things a certain way wrong, and then we keep from doing anything at all, then what are we doing? The way that we're honoring something or the way that we're building a relationship with something is out of that scarcity to create that reality, right? So scarcity doesn't have to just be about dinero, money, but it's about your mindset and, more importantly, your heart set. So I want you to let's just tune in to your heart. Put your hand over your heart. And I want you to bring in all the things that you love that are natural, not human, no humans. And just fill that heart space up with the birds and the bees and the trees and the elements and the breeze and the wind and the heat and the sun, all these different entities and elements, and wherever you come from, the different bird songs. And can you fill your heart up to that brim? And we've done this before. Now, with all that, can you look at your day, wherever you are in your day, and is there more space? When we come from love, when we come from the potential of abundant love, being able to connect to Mother Earth and her abundance and how she treats us and shows us, then we can come from a different way, right? It's not about perfectionism. It's not about dogma. It's not about doing things a particular way. It's not about being secure by making sure that you're following the rules of life, the rules of society. Of course, please don't damage other people or harm any people, but I'm talking about how we sometimes care so much about what other people think of us and their plans for our life that we don't allow ourselves our potential, because our security, being okay, showing up and being accepted is much more important than really our potential. And so we negate that. But if you can come from that part where you're filling yourself up, not just with yourself, but of all the teachings of Mother Earth and how she lives in balance, life and death in balance, and how when you bring in birdsong into your heart, your house and your heart, how that changes everything. You don't have to have all the answers, or you don't have to have the perfect voice to sing the songs you want to sing, because Mother Nature, the birds, step in and sing with you. So let's just step into that heart space again, hand over heart. Just breathing into that, breathing into those parts of your heart where you feel that scarcity. And there should be having a few little pops right now, right? Little pops, right? As they kind of open up. Just keep breathing in and opening that up and allowing it to soften. As Mother Earth, in her compassion, gives us this beautiful root from the bottom and comes up from the bottom of our feet to our heart. Now feel into this root of compassion and love and radical acceptance. Can we be rooted in a different way? Can we come at things from a different way? Can we learn, right, to get out of our ideas of how we think we should be living and then complaining about it, because that's not how we want to live, but we're still creating from scarcity because we want security? Can we step into the unknown, not in an attempt to solve it, not in an attempt to boil it down, but can we be okay with not knowing? The unknown is where we can learn to create with a different tool set. And maybe you don't have that tool set yet, but there's people around you willing to teach you. The trees are good teachers. The stone people are good teachers. Water is a good teacher. In whatever lens that you look at them, from an elemental, from a structure of God, goddess, to spirit, divine, because we have multiple lenses, multiple traditions, right? Can you just approach that with not boxing things in, defining things completely, and being okay with yourself that you don't know? I'm in that space right now. I'm in that space of really exploring. Can I be creating based on, wow, endless possibilities? Because we are endless possibilities. We have that potential in us. Yes, there are a lot of circumstances out there that limit possibilities at times. And I'm not negating that in whatsoever and in what any other way. A lot of people come into this life with a lot more privilege. We live in societies that allow some people to move through it in an easier way, right? I can tell you that I every day do not have that privilege to move in an easy way at times. But I can also approach that and say, I'm gonna bend this a little bit. I'm gonna show up in a different way. So I'm not trying to negate anyone's position in this world and what it is, but we can always return back to our home. We can always return back to our heart and how we decide to show up for ourselves. Are you showing up for yourself? Or are you so fixated on showing up for everyone else that you're not showing up yourself? You're not even a part of it. You don't even know who you are, and you don't even know how to get there because you're creating from that definition of I must show up. Therefore, if I show up for people and give them things, then I'm safe. I'm secure. If I have the answer, the solution, if I can, give someone something that or anticipate their needs, then I am secure. But all that energy sometimes means that there's no place for you. What do you really want? How do you really want to show up? Can you actually say no to someone? Or why are you carrying everyone on your shoulders, on your backs, when it's not about you. It's not about them. Everything that they're giving to you and everything that you're carrying is not about you. You just picked it up because you thought, if I pick this up, then I'm important. And if I'm important, I am secure. And if I'm secure, then the society is not going to hate me, condemn me, or kill me. Right? There's a very old idea of being of service because of security. So are you creating from that? Or can you really get to that space where you're showing up you as the medicine, you as who you want to be? And knowing that you're good enough. Knowing that you're good enough. Yes, people pleasing. I raised my hand. I come from that too, and it came from safety and security. I'm talking about things, yes, that I understand. And Simone, thank you so much for showing up and sharing. And Damien, thank you so much. So let's go back. Let's go back to that heart center that now has that root of Mother Earth, showing you unconditional love, connecting to all the beautiful things that you love that are natural and not man-made. Filling up that heart center, breathing into that, and allowing yourself to just be. You here are enough. Right here. This is enough. You are okay. You are beloved, and you are beautiful exactly how you are. Doesn't matter what other people think, what steps and loops people want you to jump through so you can prove yourself to them. You don't have to. You don't have to. Show up for yourself first. That's the journey. Live in balance. Learn. Be the medicine. Okay, that's, a bee's coming here to buzz me. Hello, little bee. Bees teach us about living in community. And they always know the way home. They always know the way home, okay? They always know the way home. If bee energy comes into your life, imagine that buzz of that community, that sound buzzing. all communing with Mother Nature and picking up pollen and being with the plant people and then going back and being part of a community. Everyone has a role. Everyone is enough. You are enough. Heart again, mine hasn't left. Let's thank Mother Earth. Let's thank all these beautiful things of nature that you fill your heart with: the birds, the sun, the moon, the trees, the wind, the elements, earth, sky, wind, rain, fire, all of the things growing around, all these lessons. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank yourself for showing up. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Marita, one who catches lightning with the path of Ish, which is IX. Follow my page, I'm around if you need anything. And I hope to see you on your path of radical self-love. I still have a school. I still have some spots open if you're interested. #Jaguar, and I'll send you info. And yeah, I teach a lot, so there's more courses coming up. So if you're ever interested, just drop me a note. Check out my page. You can check out my website, www.thepathofix.com. And just go to offerings, and there's updated classes and what's coming up to date. I actually have to update it, so stay tuned. But here with you, and thank you for being you. Oh, Omatake, yes, in all my relations. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thanks, everyone. You're enough. I love you. Bye.